Sublevel 0 is a 6 Degrees of Freedom first-person action roguelike that takes place in an unknown location somewhere deep in space. You're stranded there and you're trying to find your way into some magical artifact kind of thing. I do not really remember the story all that good. It's not all that much of the focus of the game. The focus of the game is the shooting, and the shooting it does kind of well. The main issues that I got with the game, other than the fact that it does not really explain itself all that well, are basically two. One, the UI, and two, the control. The main negative in the controls is a huge amount of negative mouse acceleration, which will make it far harder for you to navigate your ship, and it will also try to level your ship to a particular direction, which will sometimes result in some rather junky movement that may even get you dizzy, especially when the ship tries to yaw. Another problem with the controls is the fact that the ship does not have thrusters up and down, which is something that you generally see in 6 Degrees of Freedom game. And since the game does have left and right thrusters, it's kind of weird to maneuver around, especially if you are used into games like Free Space or Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, or anything along those lines that are space shooters as well. Now, the other gripe I have with the game, as I said, is the UI, mainly because while it's really stylized and looks amazing, some parts of the UI, as well as enemy fire and so on and so forth, are heavily obstructed by that stylization. The lightning is quite strong, meaning that you cannot see bullets. Now, moving to the positives of the game, you have to admit there's a fairly large amount of content, and there is a fairly interesting crafting system. There are a few types of weapons that do different types of damage into different enemies, and there is also the possibility you want to ram someone. Other than that, Sublevel 0 consists of those levels replayed over and over again in a aggressively generated level that each time is different. It also features a really great map, which makes you actually be able to spot exactly where you are and where you're going towards. That is something that roguelikes, especially 3D roguelikes, have failed to do. As they say, helps to have a map. For anyone that didn't know, that was a Guise of the Wolf reference. Now, to conclude, Sublevel 0 is a great roguelike with lots and lots of contents. The janky controls and sadly poor AI are definitely gripes that some people will not be able to bear. I certainly sometimes felt really dizzy, even though space shooters generally do not make me dizzy, and I had to stop playing for a while. Now, through and through, it's a great game that needs a lot of attention. It has a lot of stylization, and I personally think it's worth the cost. That was Peanut Gamers signing out.